The world of money is not what they told us it was. Most of us were raised with a very simple narrative. Go to school, get a good job, work hard, and save what you can. We were told that if we were disciplined and patient, the system would take care of us in our old age. But for millions of people around the world, that narrative is breaking. They are working harder than ever, yet they feel like they are falling behind. They see the prices of everything rising while their savings stay stagnant. If you feel this way, it is because you are playing a game where the rules have changed, but no one gave you the new rulebook. Hi, this is Mops, and today I want to take you behind the curtain. This is a deep dive masterclass into the modern financial engine. To master your money, you must first understand the system that governs it. We are going to explore the history of currency, the hidden tax of inflation, and the exact mechanics I use to protect my future. To understand where we are going, we have to understand where we came from. For thousands of years, money was linked to something physical, usually gold or silver. This provided a natural limit on how much money could exist. But in the modern era, we moved into a system of fiat currency. This means that money is no longer backed by a physical commodity. It is backed by the promise of governments. While this allows for more flexibility in the economy, it also created an invisible force that eats away at your hard work every single day. That force is inflation. Imagine you have $100 in your pocket. In a world with inflation, that $100 stays the same in your hand, but its power shrinks. The milk, the fuel, and the housing that $100 could buy last year now costs more today. You didn't lose any physical bills, but you lost the value of your time. This is why I believe saving in a traditional bank account is no longer enough. If the interest your bank pays you is lower than the rate of inflation, you are actually losing wealth while you sleep. You are running as fast as you can just to stay in the same place. So, how do the wealthy survive this? They do not just save money, they acquire assets. This is the first great secret of the financial engine. An asset is anything that grows in value or produces income at a rate higher than inflation. This is why I focus on owning businesses, real estate, and exchange-traded funds. When the price of goods goes up, the value of these assets typically goes up with them. By owning a piece of the economy, you are shielded from the very forces that punish everyone else. But how do you start if you are not already wealthy? This brings us to the architecture of the individual portfolio. Most people think investing is about picking the next big company or guessing which way the market will move tomorrow. This is a trap. The financial industry wants you to believe it is complicated so that you will pay them high fees to manage your money. But the most successful system for the average person is actually the simplest. This system is built on the concept of the total market. Instead of trying to find the one needle in the haystack, you buy the entire haystack. This is the power of a low-cost exchange-traded fund. When you own an index fund that tracks the 500 largest companies, you own the engine of human innovation. You own the technology companies, the healthcare providers, the energy producers, and the retail giants. As long as humanity continues to solve problems and grow, your investment grows. You are no longer gambling on a single person or a single idea. You are betting on the progress of civilization itself. However, the greatest obstacle to wealth is not the market. It is the human brain. Our brains were evolved for a world of immediate survival, not long-term compounding. We are programmed to feel fear when things are down and greed when things are up. This is why most people buy at the top when everyone is talking about how much money they made, and they sell at the bottom when the news is full of panic. To win, you must develop what I call a financial fortress mindset. You must realize that a market crash is not a tragedy. It is a clearance sale. It is an opportunity to buy the world's greatest companies at a discount. If you are a net buyer of assets, you should want prices to stay low for as long as possible while you are building your position. Time is your greatest ally, but only if you have the discipline to stay the course when everyone else is running for the exit. As we look at the life cycle of wealth, we see a clear progression. First, you work for money. This is the stage of labor. Second, your money begins to work alongside you. This is the stage of accumulation. And finally, your money works so hard that you no longer have to. This is the stage of freedom. Most people get stuck in the first stage because they spend their excess income on liabilities disguised as assets. They buy the flashy car, the designer clothes, and the expensive gadgets that lose value the moment they leave the store. They are trading their future freedom for temporary status. The path to true independence is paved with boring, consistent actions. It is about automating your investments so that the decision is made before you have a chance to change your mind. It is about living below your means so that you have a surplus to invest. And most importantly, it is about staying educated so that you are never a victim of the system. You now have the foundation. You understand the history of currency, the impact of inflation, and the importance of owning assets. You know that wealth is not about how much you make, but how much you keep and how hard that money works for you. The engine is waiting. You are the operator. It is time to take the controls and drive toward your own financial freedom. This is Mops, and I will see you in the next step of your journey toward wealth.